Hello viewers, this is a video by inetsecurity.in and this is Joshua Prince, and here in this lecture we are going to talk about and we are going to see intrusion detection system or intrusion prevention system detection. So before hacking a domain or before hacking a server, we need to check whether the domain is behind any firewall or not. So for that we are going to see three different types of tools today. So you have to go to information gathering, and under that IDS IPS identification, and in that WAF W00F. So this is a tool also called as web application firewall detection tool. Using this tool we can simply test whether the domain is behind any firewall. All you have to do is to type the command very simply. Already they have given us the example. So WAF W00F and followed by the domain name. Here I'm going to use my own domain name. Actually I do have a firewall for my website. So here you can find the information. The site inetsecurity.ind.in seems to be behind the web application firewall. So we are also going to check some other website. This is also my website. Yeah, you can check it out here also. Here the website is also behind our web application firewall, and you're having a new information. The server header from a normal response is Microsoft IIS 8.5. This means the website sendcoder.com is running under a Microsoft server. So the next tool that we are going to see is LBD, load balancing detector. So I'm going to give you a simple introduction about the load balancing detector. The load balancing is the technique used in different services for balancing the load across different networks or NICs. It can be in any form. Load balancing can be done to evenly distribute workload through a series of computer clusters. So the manager effectively transfers the connection to one another node if the workload of any one of the nodes is high. Thus, load balancing minimizes the response time and maximize throughput. Load balancing can be implemented in both software and hardware levels. So in load balancing we are having many different features. So some of them are DDoS and SYN flood protection. Load balancing enables SYN cookies which help in preventing DDoS attacks. And also we are having SSL offload and acceleration, hiding error page, detecting firewalls and IPS. So the usage pattern is LBD followed by the domain name. So domain name is inetsecurity.ind.in. If you have any port number you can also mention that. So first we are going to check for the scan results. The scan found that the website is running under an Apache server, and actually it gave some loads to the server. Fine. So here you can see the load balancing for my website is presently switched off. It means it does not use any load balancing. So before so it is a good practice to check your website or check your domain name for load balancing, just to verify that it is not vulnerable to DOS or DDoS attacks. And the next tool we are going to see here is ftest. So I'm going to give you some few examples, and before that I'm going to give you a small introduction about the ftest. ftest, otherwise called as the firewall tester, is a tool designed for testing firewalls, filtering policies, and intrusion detection system capabilities. This tool consists of two Perl scripts, a packet injector and a listening sniffer. The first script injects custom packets defined in ftest.conf with a signature in the data path. While the sniffer listens for such marked packets, the scripts both write a log file which is in the same form from both scripts. So here we have many different features from the ftester. Some of them are firewall testing, IDS testing, simulation of real TCP connection and connection spoofing, IP fragmentation, TCP segmentation, IDS evasion techniques. So